Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call the Wild, and today we're actually on Parque Fernando with another user requested video, and today's winner is JW Hunter Farmer, and his video idea was, well, as you can see on screen right now, to use a randomizer wheel to decide what two weapons we get to use on this hunt. So I figured we'd head over here to Parque Fernando and go for some mule deer, and well, let's go to the wheel right now and figure out what weapons we're going to be using. Alright, so here we are with the randomizer wheel. I've went ahead and put every single weapon on here, so let's see what guns we end up having to use against these mule deer. It's going to be pretty interesting to see what we get put with. And the first gun is actually the 357 Magnum. That's going to be pretty interesting. That's going to be really interesting, actually. And now for the second spin. Hopefully we get something that's a little more long range. And we got the 410. Oh my gosh. Well, this is going to be pretty interesting. I believe the 357 Magnum is just barely usable on mule deer, so yeah, this is going to be very strange to use, but I'm interested to see how this turns out. So I decided to go one step further with this and use another wheel to decide if we get to use a scope or not. So let's see if we get to use a scope on the 357. And no, we don't get to use a scope, so that's a little unfortunate. And for the 410, alright, so we do get to use a scope on the 410, so yeah, that's like exactly opposite of what I was hoping for, but it is what it is. Let's see how this goes. Alright, well, here we have it, our weapons of choice today, the 410 shotgun pistol. As you guys know, this is one of the least used guns in Call the Wild, and we're also going to be using another one of the least used weapons in Call the Wild, being the 357 Magnum, and we don't even get to use a scope with this thing, so this should be pretty interesting. But it does say that the 357 is usable on mule deer because it goes up to class 6, so this could get pretty interesting. I'm very curious how this is going to go. Well, that's a pretty interesting way to start. We have an absolutely massive level 4 right there. And it is spooked off, but I'm definitely going to chase that guy down. Alright, so I was going to chase after that level 4, but on the way over to where he ran, I actually found this guy who is much closer, so I figured this will be a better first target for us. I'm not sure if that's going to connect with vitals, but I figure now's the best time to test out if it actually can. And yeah, that looks like vital blood, so it definitely has the penetration to do frontal shots. It just kills extremely slowly because it's a 357. My gosh, this thing has ran such a long distance. You guys can see just how far we've come. So we hit it right here, which was 380 meters behind us. We've ran so far, and we finally found this thing. So I would definitely not recommend using this for just regular grinding, but man, at least it was able to hit vitals. Let's get a look at the damage. That was a double lung too. Wow, that is insane. I can't believe it ran that far with a double lung. So we're basically gonna have to hit heart. Like, there's no way that we can just do double lungs. We gotta start getting heart shots. That's insane how far this thing ran. 521 meters of tracking. Well, if they're all gonna run this far, then I'm probably gonna have to edit out quite a bit of tracking in between kills, so this could be an interesting video. So here's a level 4, but the only problem here is there's no way I'm gonna be able to get close with the wind being the direction it's going. I'm gonna have to probably take a 75 meter shot, which is definitely gonna be less than ideal. But that is a decent level 4. It's not the one that we initially saw at the beginning of this video. I actually don't know where that guy ended up going, but this guy's still a 4, so we still need to get him down. So it's 83 right now. We might actually be able to hit this. I'm not sure, but we will try. It's about the best we can do, probably. Let's get him highlighted again. Then if he turns, we will take the attempted heart shot. That looked like a good shot. Hopefully it was. It's gonna be really hard to tell because of how slow they die, though. Oh, yeah. Wow, I'd say we actually hit heart. I think we actually hit heart, and if we did, that's pretty sad at how slowly it killed him. That looked like a decent shot on that guy, too. Guess we will know if he starts losing HP. I honestly just can't believe that we actually got a heart shot on that first one. I'm about 99% sure that had to have been a heart shot. I've never seen a mule deer drop that quickly with the 357 Magnum. There's no way it wasn't a heart shot. So let's go ahead and pick this guy up. That is crazy that we managed to actually make that shot. And yeah, it was a heart shot. With flesh, left lung, heart, and liver, it ran that far. That's crazy. I'm really happy with where that placed, though. We actually got a really good shot on it. I was very worried that we would not get the heart, but we managed to get it. That is awesome. I don't really know what else to say. That's just so strange. It's so strange that the 357 kills that slow. I really don't feel like that's how it would be in real life. But, I mean, I guess for the game's sake, it's for balance. It is the weakest handgun in the game, so it has to have some downsides, but yeah, that's crazy. And we definitely did not kill the second one, so yeah, we'll probably just move on and try to find some more. You know what, actually, since we have not used the 410 yet, instead of going for a mule deer next, let's go ahead and try to take out a couple of these cinnamon teal. They are about 58 away from us. I'd like to get to about 30 or 40 if we can, and then try to take a couple out. You know, honestly, we're at 46 right now. We should be able to just get up and run at them and be able to close the distance on them before they fly, so let's try that. And there's one of them. There's two. There's three. And I don't know if we got the fourth. Definitely did not get the fourth, but we got three of them, so I'm happy with that, honestly. It's more than I expected to get. This one right here, I believe, was the only male. And yeah, 4.20. That right there is a pretty average size one. Just barely over gold. But yeah, that didn't do too bad. We only hit one pellet, and it pretty much dropped it. So now we just gotta wait for these other ones to come in, which might be a little bit. Alright, so here's this little one right here. This is just a common female. Once again, we only hit one pellet, and it actually dropped it pretty quickly, so pretty happy with that. I'd say if we can get a little bit closer, we should be able to hit them with more than one pellet, and that'll for sure drop them in their place. Because yeah, all of these have just been hit by one. Definitely gonna have to try some more of this out. Okay, we actually spawned right on these guys. They were right next to the tent, so this is gonna be interesting for sure. They're already alerted, so we might have to just run at them. In fact, yeah, we're just gonna do that right now. That's one of them down. That's two down. No way that we're gonna get the others, but we got two at least, so not bad. I'll take that, considering they were already alerted when I got here. But here is the first one. This one is a female. We once again only got one pellet on it. 3.60. So, as you guys can probably tell, there's quite a bit of spread once you get past 50 meters with this, or actually, I don't even think it was 50. 57 meters on this guy and one pellet hit. 4.20 again, so another average size cinnamon teal. Definitely interesting though. But I decided to grab a collar for this location. I feel like we'll have better luck just sitting in this tree stand and trying to call them in within range to use the 357, so we'll see how this works. So there we go, we finally got them coming into the call. Took a little while, but we have finally got them moving. Hopefully that buck will come over here before the does do. Really don't feel like getting these guys spooked off by our wind. Though I would prefer if this guy came over first. And, well, he's not moving at all, but they sure are. So I guess we're gonna have to take out some does instead, because he does not seem to want to cooperate. But these does are giving us too good of a shot to pass up, so definitely gonna try and take a couple of those once they get over here, and they're starting to go away actually. Alright, I think it's time to get their attention again. We at least got one of them for sure. We for sure got her in vitals. And I think we might have vitally hit that one too. I guess we'll see shortly. Yeah, that one is definitely vital, so one of them is going down for sure. I don't know which one it was though. That was definitely the first one that we shot, because the second one is a no organs hit. But we at least got one of those. Not exactly how I wanted that to go though. Here she is. We finally found our doe. She ran quite a ways though. 272 meters. We got left lung liver, so it actually looks like left lung liver kills quicker than double lung, which is very interesting. But I mean, at least one thing good about the 357 is this thing has plenty of penetration, so you'll definitely hit vitals no matter what the angle is. They just don't die very fast, so that's the one downside. But anyway, I think we've done enough hunting with the two weapons. So I think it's time to actually show something that happened to me earlier today. Now, a lot of you will probably have seen the mule deer video that I did a couple days ago. And, well, after I got done recording that video, I went to bed, and when I woke up the next morning, I jumped back here on Parque Fernando to look for some more mule deer, and, well, this happened. Oh my gosh, there we go. There is a level 5 mule deer, finally. I am so happy to see that guy. And he's honestly at the spot that I would have really least expected him to be, so this is going to be interesting. I guess we're going to try and get close for a bow shot, because obviously with all the time we've spent trying to get one of these to spawn, I want to take it with something a little more spectacular than just sniping it across the lake with a rifle, so I'm going to head back to the tent and we're going to go ahead and get a bow. Alright, so I went ahead and picked up the Coder CB65. It's probably the bow that I feel most comfortable with since I used it a ton during the early access build of T. Awaroa. So I've gotten pretty used to the way that bow shoots, and yeah, that is a monster mule deer. This is the first level 5 mule deer that I've found that has been an actual level 5. If you guys remember right, we had a ton of bugged level 5s and 6s and 7s when the mule deer first came out with True Racks, and I never really got a true level 5. The only ones I had killed were the bugged ones that were supposed to be level 4s. So this is going to be really cool to see. I did get one of the level 6 diamonds, or actually a couple of the level 6 diamonds during that time that they were bugged, but this is the first true level 5 diamond that I have seen, so this is going to be really cool to get down. Alright, so we're getting pretty close now. We should be able to see him once we get over this little hill in front of us. Now, one thing that I did notice that's going to be a little bit rough is there's not a ton of cover, so we will have to kind of try to stalk up as slowly as we can not to spook this guy, which is going to make for some interesting stalking. I really am not 100% sure if we're going to be able to get up there without spooking him. I'm just honestly so used to T. Awaroa that I've been almost forgetting that other maps aren't as cover-filled as that map is, so this is going to be kind of interesting, but I think we should be able to sneak up to it. Yeah, there he is right there. Now, this is not the rack that I was hoping to find, but I think it's the rack that's very similar, the one that I want. Instead of those tines that just drop down in the front, they go kind of up a little bit, and I think that one looks a little bit better, so I was hoping to get that one, but this is still pretty cool to see. Definitely glad that we finally got ourselves a level 5 to spawn in. Oh, he is alerted now. That's definitely not what we were looking to do. Did not want to make him alert. So this is going to be a little more interesting than I thought it would be. I mean, I already knew that it was going to be hard to stock up on this guy, but I was hoping that he wouldn't be going alert every 2 seconds, and it looks like that's how it's going to be. We are getting really, really close. We're within 60 meters now, I'd say. And yeah, I still can't see him. Unfortunately, it's over this hill, which is going to make it interesting. If it's moved up at all, then we're going to be right on top of it by the time we get over here to where we can actually see it. I'm really hoping that we don't spook it off. There is a chance, just because of how strange this area is that we're trying to stalk him in. It's going to make for a very interesting moment when we finally get to see this guy. But we should be getting close. We should be getting super close. And there he is right there, 48 meters away. I'd prefer to get to about 20, but I don't know if he's going to allow us to. 40 might be the shot that we'll have to take. I haven't been able to find a spot that gives cover either, which is definitely not ideal. I'd like to be able to have full cover, but I don't think it's going to be possible in this area. Yeah, it looks like none of this gives us full cover, so this is going to be interesting. Definitely going to be interesting. I was really hoping that these big trees would give cover, but they don't. This guy's exactly 30 away now. I'm kind of scared that we're going to spook it off. Hopefully he didn't spook off. And I think I still see him. Yeah, that's him right there. So he didn't spook off. But he's definitely alerted that we're here, which is less than ideal to say the least. However, honestly, I think we can take this shot. I think we can take the frontal shot. Oh my gosh, we actually managed to get that. Oh my gosh, I'm so surprised that that worked out the way it did. That very easily could have gone wrong, but we managed to get him down. And there's that giant level 4 running off too. Actually, you really want to get him also, so let's go ahead and let's get one into him real quickly. It was not a vital hit, unfortunately, though, so gonna have to get another one. But yeah, that's a good buck too. I'd love to get both of them. And yeah, there we go. Nice, so we got that one too. But let's go ahead and pick up this diamond one. Or what should be a diamond. I don't think this guy can troll. I'm pretty sure this rack is a guaranteed diamond, so wow, that is crazy. That is crazy. We finally have a monster mule deer down. After so long with them being bugged. Let's go ahead and pick this guy up. It's a diamond, 320. What a beautiful, beautiful mule deer. Once again, it's not the rack that I was hoping for, but that's still really nice. Just glad to finally get one of these guys down. I've spent so much time trying to get one to spawn in. And this guy's a little bit asymmetrical even, I think. I think he has slight differences. Actually, he's identical. For some reason I thought this antler was a little bit further forward, but I guess not. That's crazy. That is crazy. Alright, so now that we got our diamond claimed, let's go ahead and grab this guy too. This is a pretty good mule deer, so interested to see what he scores. This is the double sticker one, which is my favorite level 4 rack, and this guy is a 293. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's a good looking mule deer. Honestly, I kind of wish this was one of the diamond racks. I kind of wish it was. I have seen somebody get a diamond that looked just like this pretty much. But honestly, that is the most even looking rack I think I've seen. This is what I would hope for with a big mule deer, so I'm actually going to tax that. That is awesome looking. That is really, really cool. Alright everybody, so here is that beautiful mule deer. Now that we've seen that hunt unfold and how everything went, we can finally take a look at this guy. 320.1 on the trophy rating. A beautiful mule deer. Now this is the small rack from what I can tell from everything that I've seen based off of other trophies that people have posted in the various discords. This does seem to be the smaller rack for diamond, but it's still a pretty cool thing to come across. I do wish we would have got the rack where instead of these little tines on the bottom that kind of droop down, I wish that they curled upwards. There is a rack that does that, and I really want to get that rack. So we're probably going to try and get another diamond mule deer at some point to get different racks in the lodge. But yeah, this is super cool, and I'm just glad that we found it after a few hours of grinding. It definitely was not easy, but I'd say considering how long it's taken me to get some things in the past, honestly 4 or 5 hours of grinding is not too bad at all. But anyway, now that we have shown this guy off, if you guys have any more suggestions for videos you would like to see me do in the future, leave a comment down below right now and tell me what your idea is, what you would like to see me do. Remember that having a unique idea will make it so it's more likely that I choose your idea for a video, and if I do end up choosing your video, I will put your comment in the beginning of it. But once again, guys, thank you for all of the amazing video ideas you guys have been dropping down below. It's been pretty crazy seeing all of the awesome ideas you guys come up with. A lot of these are things that I never even would have thought about. So I'm honestly really thankful that I have such a creative community that has amazing ideas for videos like this, because this was actually quite a bit of fun, and I never really would have thought to do kind of a randomizer wheel. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. I do post 7 videos a week along with 5 live streams, so if you are not already subscribed, please consider doing so. And if you haven't already, be sure to like the video. It's a massive help in getting this video recommended to more people, which is a huge help in growing the channel. With that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace!